to a peek inside. In the first video of our series on innovation, we will define innovation and identify why it is important for a healthy, thriving, and growing business. You often hear about innovation and how critical it is for the future. Maybe you've even heard of things like the Small Business Innovation Research, or SBIR program, and what it does for small business growth. But what is innovation? How do you define it? That might be tricky. It really shouldn't be, though. The problem with defining innovation is that people let their opinion color the meaning. Sometimes people think that for it to be innovation, it has to be high-tech. It doesn't need to be, though. Sometimes people think it has to be entirely new and never seen before. Again, not necessarily, and importantly for this one, actually almost always isn't true. Let's cut through the BS, though. Do you want to define innovation succinctly, accurately, and easily? Innovation means different. No holds barred, cut down to the bone. Innovation is different. Usually we also wrap better into there, as colloquially we don't recognize it as innovation if it is worse. But still, even better is inherently wrapped up in different. For Y to be better than X, there has to be something unique to it. And unique is the definitive word there, as it really does drive different. Now, does it have to be totally unique? Again, nope, not at all. Generally, it's an improvement on something. Let's look at windmills. We talk about windmills as a source of renewable energy and the benefits of moving from carbon-emitting fossil fuels. But windmills themselves are pretty darn old. They're in Don Quixote, for heaven's sake. Artists had them in paintings in the 1600s. They look a lot different today than they did back then, though. But they're different. They're better. They're unique. There is innovation there. And as we think about innovation here and how unique ties into it, one important thing to keep in mind is unique doesn't have to be skin deep. I know, kind of switching gears here a bit. However, unique can be internal. The outside can look almost identical, but inside, something else is going on. Tell me, are these two different animals? Weird metaphysical questions aside on the nature of the soul, etc., are these the same species? They look pretty similar at a glance. Aside from coloring, there is not anything major to distinguish the two. One, though, is a ferret, and one's a mink. They come from the same family, taxonomy type of family, not cleavers type. But there's a large number of differences between them once you move beyond the surface. I'm not the reincarnation of Steve Irwin, though, so if you want to know the difference, Google is a mighty ally in that fight. From walking canes with spring-powered swords in them to the code that drives some of our favorite programs, there are a lot of things out there that look darn near identical until you start breaking it down for the purpose, for the use case, for the audience, for the discriminator, for that unique element. The thing that sets it apart from other things out there. The thing that makes it innovative. So now that we defined it, why is innovation important? We waxed poetic about innovation for a little while now, but why does it matter? Well, here is where we get into some of the nuance aspects and that alternative definition. Better. Think of innovation like the nervous system of a business. Your nervous system can be weak or not working all that well. You can still survive. If your nervous system is firing on all cylinders, though, you feel alive. Everything seems crisper. Everything seems more impactful. Everything makes you just kind of feel better. And innovation, when done well, is just like that. It powers the back end of a business, making the business process go better, making people think outside of the box when defining customers, makes employees come up with unique ideas and potential products. It also drives more opportunities for funding and connecting more dots with things like investors or grant programs. But how do you recognize innovation? How do you know if you have an innovative idea that can be a mold-breaking solution? Well, we will discuss that in the next part of our series on innovation here. So for now, this has been your peek inside innovation. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.